last year I think late last year around August September more. Iran for the kind of Israel and Sana. Israel for promise almost on retaliate. Enti and Israel in the start here, Iran in the start here.
But you do I'm not for you to say Iran for the shots. Yeah, you mean I've been up as oh Israel for the kind of kind and I offer some to pay a day abba and all
because omun follow one omo kasa omun follow I didn't critically.
I was from Macaba. Maybe more train piano. We know one outside, one inside. Due to our studios, na many never be doing come more quickly. Before me do a kwaba, my main fan to be said we've still had calls from some Ghanaians, Iraq, Iran, Jordan, Kuwait, and other areas. We are still trying to find out what exactly their concerns are. If you know yes, if you know and yet bombono and I said to Quano and air hano, but of a sober fee because challenges 1 or 2. We are trying to see how we can coordinate that with them as well. But a dear friend from is it Kuwait? Yes. Many or more penny back with regards to Ghana fireball. You see, a net back with the income now or just a beer or no now or at that time. No, there were challenges beer. What is a SC or other areas and into the panic, a bread or no, or beer or one. So we'll be trying to speak to Benyufone or Iraq and we understand what put to be in place. Aside that, we are having calls from Ghanaians who soccer with Russia. To say unfortunately, we more share a sharp for some. Inti ba kwa na mene omo kasa se ye kasa na mete se sound we ba we chi no mo kate call no fast no mo send a message say empanyifo bi aba ho ntino ansana we'll be looking at all these things. Yes, you know man what Iran and Israel and Yershe Panya you between assist in getting them help. But the good news is say Niama Abba from Kakra and me check some year e wo hono che se kasa hyase mu e wo Israel meaning say niema aba from kakra e be ma all those updates but sanse me ne ho nkomo nyina no e na ma say ye ne do eni nkomo do a political science students when we are be political scientists, let me put it that way. We are the twin do I call him the blind historian. Yes, be an but he's proudly blind and you know on so any problem be I own. But though me said him you know he is still very smart when it comes to be a fan or retentive memory. Okay, we are the twin do is expiring, make us say no or go through training our war school or being a whole power or never be home. And no, I believe says or no, I become one some there. Aside that, the do have been El Quran Mupa and the echo so our Middle East with history, with say ceasefire, and everyone say me is the right person to speak to. Do you do what you can? Memao Ghana, the meaning say a how I remember how Ghana.
Me also me who know I think say the last time when you share December 17th last year.
Oh, like I said, technically 7 months new.
Yeah. Me who watch a pa, and I say, me can say I'm not for because say na uhuna ye share a pa. That was December 17th, just 10 days after the December 7th elections.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But sir, we are not trying to change.
Oh, me who yeah, just say on say nonsense and some CC and any pan comfortable. But the moment me take o last interview I only Magraham yeah any na say me share videos be on YouTube no my okay because first crowd you know even eating was difficult because you can imagine say obia sebi all hot when all odds were against you saa nipa no gyina w'akyi na all of a sudden the situation na wo no nipa no nso ɛɛba saa situation you can imagine it is even suicidal na amanfo bi so kura ka ɛɛka sɛ nipa no de ne ho bɛbɔ wɔn ti na saa deɛ na ba saa eating was even difficult because of that this semester school na make corner I couldn't go because I was not psychologically or mentally sound meet me their conti me defer my course no this semester
Sad to hear that though Kafranso and yet say okay but open back on ANS afraid no you was say na yabo mama ne or recording bi kra say untimi nidi na usun na why traumatized near day and Nana had to encourage you. Yeah. And Nana had to encourage you near there. The radius say when we are mobile. Now, when we say Juma or the Maya season, and then see what's I Adomia. I said, I'm my emotional.
Okay. I said, my yeah. Continue to do good. And now, okay, some 41. Nipa bia oboa nipa omoye mobrofo. I think say some 41 and some 51. Emu baako. Nipa omoboa sebi nipa omoye disabled, nipa omoye mobo no. Se omukọ Nyankopon no mobo ne besia no. Ntitem bia omobekọ de hia dem a omobesu afre Nyankopon bia no. God will answer their prayers. And I think say saa niama bi say ane Nyankopon hwe ya o de answer our prayers a ni ananka nipa bi pese okodu no wantimi anko ankodu no.
Did me that's no crash definitely you better so na
okay
yeah osuma ye na dwuma o de adom ye say yes between the
we me last say obeba GHBM.
Oh for sure nyame adoma me aka 1 or 2 bi o you say my meeting ade na je say niema ekokoye but until to see and you know there if you be home come but yes I will be back you know
okay
I don't know is that me was some final
let me say
to see how they make
ja Ghana for ni omo kasa tenten kasa bebrebe me de mi nya kura ananka wa makura na oti oni edi nkomo say kura say normal because Ghana for na Kofi say o my we nipa bebre start free ha be for no do so too much
nyame be all right and quickly my mention common I say
mention common I say
Israel and Iran minimum say definitely can abakosem a obetumi aboa yen wo hopa and yeah esi wo momentum have there always been enemies
mamintia etiefo na mintia adofo ene ahwefo nyina ene obi a ohwe Kofi TV sesi anyame adom ye 802k subscribers nti mun subscribe na aya mo subscribe so a mun turn notification on na yenko enim saa question ya obi sa me mefa ne mienu mefa no wiase fam me wia
okay
say menam kwa so a me pese me yes of it too I will go into the spiritual aspect of the issue. In fact, mostly say I can't Israel. Aya na ye wo ebibre mu adodo na no. Ye mfomso di Israel a wo sisi ano. Ekototo Israel enim e Bible mu. Eno ye di toto. But aya ye yan wrong because Israel for we a omo we. Any Israel na enim o Bible mu no. Ensunsunye kakra ewo. And sunsunye woman ni say Israel na e Bible no edu baby ema kingdom no mu eche ema ebenya the southern and the northern kingdom a wo hwe Bible no 1 Kings chapter 12 now hwe 2 Chronicles chapter 10 wo be say asema make an wo Jeroboam and Rehoboam Nyakopon ema ohani anim chemienu a Judah ne Benjamin efa afana other tribes na so fa afana ekire no afonfafo be fa omu nyina ma ebi kopie Babylon ne ade enti sa Israel ne de at a point in time egui na eni obiem enti Israel we no 1948 after say ya form United Nations in 1945 no ana United Nations any world leaders at the time you imagine say omo pese omo form a Jewish nation baby e from Palestine no no pese omo form Jewish nation name say omo form two nations, one Jewish nation, one Arabic nation, an Arabian nation, but omo form Jewish nation no, but the Arabian nation was never formed enti eno abaye tembia no o tan kese a ewo Israel for no any Arab for no nsem entema ohwa 1967 ye benya the 6-day war between Israel, Egypt, Jordan and Syria. Eno Syria for lusu the Golan Heights. Then in 1973 and so there was another war between Israel and her Arab neighbors. And sana ya kwa 2 years ago Palestine Hamas asemi bae akwa and anytime bia Israel and Hamas ebenya wo bia no Israel hunu say he is not fighting Hamas alone, he is fighting Iran, he is fighting Lebanon, he is fighting Hezbollah in Lebanon, he is fighting Iran because Israel hunu say Iran and sponsor terrorism Middle East honum enti se obisa me a ni tietiem no mefa ni mienu ye ba no honam fam the modern aspect, and you cannot also leave the biblical aspect also away untimi ni Bible the enu so film say but yen hwe wiase de enu ye wia na we go into the spiritual aspect so na yakọ into the spiritual aspect it is we hwe wiase de enu dia since I formed the nation Israel in 1948 a Jewish nation after Adolf Hitler Second World War Jew form akuma 6 million ye form a Jewish nation no. There have never been peace between Israel and her Arab neighbors tembiano ntokwa but Israel ni Iran there enka omo men sa omo betimi enya ntokwa but niam bebre na akofa sa niam we aba no.
Backtrack some few seconds. Not just there is a spirit, a religious side to, and as a spiritual side to what is happening, right?
I think that no volume no from tika obi say question be man ke be me de.
No, it means there is a religious or spiritual side to.
Yeah, sir. Adie bia e physical side no. It was spiritual aspect too because we're Iran for ya omunya Arab for omu Persia, they are Persians, and Persia for are a bit different from the Arabians even though it's a Muslim dominated country but omunya Arab for omu Persia for and we're empires are abe ruler Babylonian empire they call it the Persian empire and a buy so you can also link it with an American the biblical and the spiritual aspect also. But me per se a physical aspect no more.
I just wanted to just say what that side of it and so on. Then
yes.
But the physical side, you know. Considering what we hear, the Ekofas Antokoi Ebaye and I say Topaye Tui Ebaye and where it has gotten to. Israel Edikai Eto the Edikai.
Last year, I think late last year, around August, September more. Iran for decline for Israel and Sana. Israel for promise almost on brutality. And Israel in the start here, Iran in the start here.
But you do I'm not for you to say Iran for the shots. Yeah, I've been up say, oh, Israel for the big country to pay the kind and I offer Santo pay a day Abba and all
because follow war no omo kasa no mo follow ade critically Iran for started last year and there was a meeting bi o UN ye bisa Iran for say no mo attack Israel. They were saying it's because how the Israelis are attacking Palestinians, no, and I said Hamas won in a more quiet idea, no. So I almost started last year. It started last year, but last year Israel won't respond. No.
So like I said, this as a summer war, how was what I know. And I said now and competition across between the United States and Iran on Sa and a more then getting to the final part of the meeting, no, and Israel for no a total and they call one of their nuclear sites, called plastic or signed to be blast nuclear sites, you know, that is what we read and hear. And so say can the can say this was an unprovoked attack. Obiara ma wonfu ye eba ne sen an attack no eba ye. You don't agree?
I also know say last year Iran attack Israel. Israel intercepting. Let's ebia minim say man foreign FDR, but last year Iran attacked Israel. You can check yourself. So any unprovoked attack. Maybe that time no Israel for no Israel for not respond at that time. Nitina, a man for ref, you know. But attack ni unprovoked. Attacker, Iran for no dikaka say they will wipe up the Israeli race from the Middle East. You know. Israel for no so they feel threatened. And sa conflict we no. Enye conflict. Conflict nipa bi na create sa conflict no. Ama conflict no war. Ene egus war no.
Looks like Nebesa Israel and a war more war in and say anyway no money more or money way money. What is happening?
Yeah, what is happening is the creation of Israel a threat at the man Kofi. And Israel for also because of sad identity, almost every day they feel threatened because since I created 1948 no Palestine any nation no Palestine any state a nation by any state because Palestine have no sovereignty and Tembiano Palestine will also be protected by her Arab counterparts because Tembiano said ntokwasi or na Israel for kungum Palestinians now it's either they will run to Egypt, Jordan or any of the Arab countries or the neighbors around. And I'm at Tembiano conflict on. And aside the way Israelis, politicians, no prime ministers, now buying it all at the survival because in Israel, whenever there is war, nothing goes on. Parliament international, Bibian Koso, Eduro Bise Bibi Nyawa. Before this Hamas incident, he was going to jail, Nanko jail. But because of war now all community, nothing is going on. A way or their survival, it is a way he has survived because there's someone who was actually going to jail, but because of the war, all call any kata bibia. So it is also a way governments in Israel had the survival.
Wow. Meaning a bit more deliberate, strategic self-preservation strategy.
Yeah.
Whatever the consequence will be, they just preserving themselves.
They don't care because someone say war no so one economic aspect a benefit from the war because say your companies almost bombs near the other. So whenever there is no war, those companies they cease to exist. So when there is war, they also gain.
This is very, 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 very complex. Yeah, I want to say but the woman even differently, and there are various reasons which. But my this one here, of course, say Afei ya wɔ na yɛte sɛ America airborne training sɛ Iran enyae deɛ wɔn yɛ no unconditionally wɔn enyae a wɔn 2 weeks 2 weeks na so deɛ ɛho yɛ ne sɛ Donald Trump ɛde ne wiem hyɛn yi akɔtɛ wiem atoto asɛesɛ nuclear strikes no Donald Trump involvement in the course no we say is it a general something? And I say probably said the Oka say Israel and Casapra no one penny for any bishop there to me because of self-preservation. What are some of the underlying way I be again?
America is just acting hypocritically because anytime be Israel for be creative war be a omuntimi biano. America for and a yomu backbone omu betai omuchi. And our Iran ni Israel. Iran on your mind it was a bano weapons are strong. And our bombs na America ko use na. And America bet me the Israel but bombs America for na and bet me use Israel won't mean to sa bomb tin America for no and quiet again. And anytime be Israel benya wo biano America, especially the Republicans, Republicans not for power biano. The Republicans are behind them. Enti near Donald Trump any day hypocritical, hypocrite because under him as the first time no catch Iran say Iran nyai nuclear we na oye na obe bomb Iran to the stone age. Enti Donald Trump has always want to go to Iran. But onya kwan bi obefa so akoso Israel and Iran tokoi advantage emana obetimi edi aye ne opeso oye no. That is what he's doing. And hypocrisy on his part because last year election you campaign against Joe Biden say why should Joe Biden support Ukraine in fighting Russia? Na oba o de o man tokwa bi anko so be ma asumdua ba nti say oba na o kwhye Israel chi to fight against Iran. Are you not a hypocrite?
But what reason? They don't know war. They ain't he would want to fight Iran as in America or Israel.
That is one of the and I said the strongest Israel for almost strongest allies by America. Israel without America, Israel cannot fight any of her Arab neighbors because weapons are Israel for the America for nana it provide them all. And Oshe Donald Trump until said Donald Trump be president. Now Jerusalem was not recognized as Israel for capital because it was not mansion down between the Israelis and the Palestinians. But Donald Trump be president no, and be recognizing Jerusalem. We be na UN crime and recognizes Jerusalem as Israel for capital. Donald Trump and be recognizes idea no. Enti America ni Israel there. Bra Kofi I say they are twins in they are intertwins. Idea be Israel baby no. America will support Israel.
Yeah, it looks also like Donald Trump steps out take I must say America jagune chem kakra to the sense say be say na one trakwan and a one na okoko ye and obi ani ho kwan so okọ war just say Congress egi 2 months ama to say ono so na so an shepa already na no one the young Colonel Max and talk about na so an shekakra neighbors to say Canada
the impeachment process different also.
Yes, and as I say already now on China, Mexico, and Canada, trade war mudada. And within and so demonstrations, ashas here, our states, AB and all that are personal. What do you make of
Donald Trump no once I did or for his own interest. He did that for his own interest. And America also send out kind of you cannot just take the law into your own hands. Now, we are not because say. I think say a son a bekoso a jabe gunichim and say even if say omo try say omo be we no omo impeach omo ntimi kra it will manifest in the next year midterm election. No? Say one share this will make him unpopular.
But you state to say Israel without American assistance omuntimi no neighbors ni be am fight. But there is also where just war back me a friend example say why do metal dome say why what to fire on bechi. At the same time they have
provided by America, America, any the Western allies, na tire much no, and more weapon. And it was there. Western allies no more hypocrite because we say apart from Muna 5 countries, Amuna Muye, area say Amani na Muna Muye powerful. You Munkwana kuta weapons of mass destruction. Take you obi, Munkashi. Adena any Arabian country be I say already obego nuclear. Now when your problem. Sa ana Ubeka George Bush mesro Iraq. Yeah. On the 30th December 2006, you kokun Saddam Hussein. Yeah. Say oye nuclear, oye weapons of mass destruction. UN for almost all my George Bush is still meko Libya. Anytime be omo be omo ibia na Israel for aba say no. Yeah 2011. Any Arabian leader be obe rising big piano. America will try and cripple that Arabian leader down. It happened to Gaddafi, it happened to Saddam, and then Iran. And only in India, Israel Iran. It is because strategy now Israel for fire and all. It has worked for them. Once Syria, and where ubet me afar, ubet ako Iran easily because Israel may Iran, only Iran need water biya. And now the Assad they were pro-Iran, so they will not allow you. Israel for now, Bomodia create confusion with Syria. Omni America, Bomodia create confusion with Syria. Emma, she says Syria, Assad abaning new beam, abana abano. I almost call for created American created government and Abba. Enti Israel etimi and invaded Iran. They say they have gotten the airways of Syria to use Syria, almost airways no, and almost they attack Iran.
Okay, Oman critique governance was Syria. Will that also be the reason here with the Iranian there were some threats Ombe eliminated almost supreme leader no Omokunkum leaders na war Iran nibi and that Ombe to me unlock it almost supreme leader not down so now would that be the reason? And also it looks like Santo Koya Kakaya na Kosino. Now Israel now last day just baby but strategic points and also say nuclear weapons and war. What do you make of that as well?
Yeah, because back of India sanity when you are fighting with somebody, you cut the supply. Baby on Ubenya na ho de afino. I say now when you be boboa, baby anipa near strong no. I want na ube try say ube weak no. Even normal and tokwa, physical and tokwa kura no. When you be kwa, baby ube bow first. I be more you carry wafu because of bow funa. Now we are wahodi na ede asa. Ano heti utia wahodi na asa. Enti esa na de ene say when you be kwa, you cut the supply. Baby obenya na hodi. That's right. Israel is bombing strategic points.
Matthias, I am getting it now. But the good news, and I said Donald Trump just has to say, ceasefire koso ama asumdue sign aba. Do you think it's still because Russia Iran? I can say over retaliate. Ama auto to be called Qatar. I can say America basis be a war. Womaniama e wo no ebi and so America so di kan ka say winnim na mahwe asome ubom bia asembeto and the SC no do you think say ayeti ana say we nantwibini esoro na aho but asiere de estela chaka anything can happen now
because say after ceasefire okay Israel focus on attacking Iran. Are they not start attacking Iran? So why is it quiet? And Iran for no omunye bayra abrewa out because in 2018 America for coup Iran generals too be Iran for coup America for be 50 Iraq. And Donald Trump now the consequences and say secretly Russia so who say what America is doing is not fair. So Putin so and I say he's also going to help Iran. And untina Donald Trump a person or calling for peace fire because anytime no that will be geopolitics no say America ne obinya ntokwa nipa onu so anti America omu so America enemies no they will also come to the aid of that country enti America anya na adwen say because onu fo so strong ti oni Israel nko abetima attack Iran because Iran nso oni neighbors ana oni allies omu so betimi aboa no
I was for do and AD and Komoy. Yeah, share the echo between Israel and Iran. Ceasefire or no ceasefire matters are rising and as I read ye and common. But myself pay true green food needy. Say with the true green food ever one when you check. Reasons no very simple. My share people be brave. Bones and the idea or train emanator chronic. A yakwan and sana. Why not being say or share true green food maybe. Yes, ever wow. But be a cow shall say the Arabian and Kayadi no and room. Carbohydrate be no a dino. And on a quiet situation now fee at the how brain, a bidia, a da, woman so, a bidia, a money bema moyemre, a bidia, just a war diabetes in any meanomina and one of faba. Inti, for true green food, or for number now. For America could need it, only America. We say honor more America. Order. Omo banku tuoza fe eba koko yemi ani ayedi ayaka ya ne starch ayaka di wabrichi ya any be na true blue food e de ema na baku bi so e fe true blue tea o de offer one no be samasem it's doing wonders na in fact offer one just try apart from we now to which me I inquire about and yema udon so a wo mo eye because until the call the problem me no and me say wow because some supplements be and ni na so natural or send me how it helped me, no. Yamen quantity. And see, over to me, any netting come up behind, or the true blue rice cry ever. I don't know, just say, Kabobia, yeah, more so correct, and other things. And you know, any woman you come on that woman and Maubi, not and one more in check. Tap send. And the wallet to wallet system about UK. And also system now, how to say, mobile money system here be enti who UK obetumi send this sika free wallet mo dia ko bi wallet mo very simple apart from Saudi sika free UK and they amane wa country no they started a wallet to wallet system here it's working so well and you know download the app necessary and explore app no tap send there is the easiest fastest way to media money sika akofie. And baby, I will be just try downloading it. A fine, like I said, and fine, so then I just say, ABA, but majority of the countries no tap a year, you might want to download the app necessary. Say, about the sell download, you now we need to sell promo code. Kofi TV, yes, KOFI TV. Boshim Mombechoska for being a first time user and to take advantage now, download the tap send. They use to. But what from you have been so reaching up say blue gun and tema. The teacher UK for no rapid courier a special promotion be now the oil say oh the idea man idea engineer blue Ghana. Woman UK the say US and soon him say one more share or with rapid courier and mobile Europe or more Germany but Germany all over Europe and it's over the UK at the account. Any rapid courier any come when your man won't at the about them. Do try maybe Amazon.ca, which is Canada, Amazon.us, which is .com, which is US, Amazon.uk, Amazon.it. Maybe I will turn away or Ghana or try, or once we can ship to Ghana. Very simple. Oh, yeah, still talk. Na and the rapid courier for new common use of my address. A rapid call once I know the umbrella fee. Very simple. And use rapid courier. Na found him and not every fee. And now, one more coffee, no. The woman says somebody, a man for we are no one to be bring one gun coffee, but if you are not still project, no cost. What do level out here? Could maybe I say, yam pa, we say, and we be and pa, and come up, anything wood, and I can tell furniture and income na on yen na emfa amount. Na bibia entumi enkoye ti yeguso ayene dudu edi enkomo ye hwe de ekoso ewo ewiase and the aquafa winning at the Abba. Do you foresee, say, a bit crackra and what needs to be done? I have a crackra.
Say, be crackra, I don't think. Because a crackra, some leaders in Israel cannot survive. In Israel, no, if you want to survive, I say you have to go for war. And after Iran, no, Israel or better another neighbor saying to Kobim. Eti, sir, a bit crackra the intra. And it can come down, but I say be crackra the intra. And war also, and I'm a kind for benefit. Because people are producing bombs, people are producing guns. So whenever there is war, those companies they stand to benefit. To say be trap crowd here, and ya di bit me trap. But I think say, you bet me, ama as from Japan say, Palestine must get its sovereignty. Na enye o my I didn't know. Eno, ene bet me ama edi as from Japan. But until say Palestine will be under Omaya on in home acquire a stateless nation. And fast from their mother. And near bet media should be about say Palestine must get its sovereignty.
Interesting. Maminche kakrebi na yemfa emrewi with regards to the spiritual or the religious side na o kano. Because and yenchemuya or the maya, there were some abra a shas, you know. I say, oh, we the Christopher Nickel for talk or Babu Muntin and one, so you could see the silence and very loud. No be and shedder and condemn Papa. I know so be Kakrana tactfully near day because there were religious undertones and near day. Favorite on Kakra.
But we also a ban of religion sense, we have a lot of misinformation. We have been misinformed. Israel or Christians, maybe 5 to 10%. Israel for most of them, a crowd more religious, no, a Judaism and more practicing, and Islam a second, and Sakra maybe Christianity, and Judaism no, different from Christianity. Judaism, pure Jewish, no, practicing Judaism, no. They don't even believe in the existence of or the coming of Jesus Christ. They don't even believe in the New Testament. So because you say, a Christophone in Cremophone, talk one a Koswa. Nipano, when you're wrong, and you're Christo, it has nothing to do with Christians or Muslims because Israelis, one say Israel for no more Bible, no. You're from Israelites. And when we are Israelis, they are different. Get the difference. We're Israelis, when we are Israelites. And the Israelis, no, are more today, no. They are not Christians. You can go there and find out yourself. They don't even believe in your Jesus Christ you are talking about. And it has nothing to do with, say, be a Christian and I say, be a Muslim. But traditionally, Niabema, Omo Mukasano, Ebe point kakra say, Israel and Arab one, Israelis and Arab one. They all believe say they are from one descendant. Omo ina any the omo ina nim. Etio Abraham Accord Bikura I think say when there was the 1967 war between Omo Arab neighbors, no, there was some before the Oslo Accord. There was one thing called Abraham Accord. Enti omo ina believe say they are all from the same way descendants. Enti no anama sankofo no enya point kase bia Christo but enya Christopher in Kremofon tokwa because Israelites no and I say Israelis no more they don't even believe in the existence of Jesus Christ now. Yes now our fan say Ukraine wa agyen kwa no they don't even believe in that story. They omo it's either most of them Nyatanya we are all or no a pagan or atheist. He got nothing to do with religion. On far religion as someone he got nothing to do with religion. But once there, when you are going to the biblical aspect, biblical aspect now. Yeah, name and the fact say in Abraham there was Isaac, in Isaac there was Isaac and Ishmael. Ishmael, we all know say Ishmael as if for Arab, as if for I'm going to the religious aspect too, and Isaac as if for Israel one. Even within Isaac, Nekwano, your Esau and Jacob. So kind other books like the book of Joshua, now kind the Maccabees, any the book of Jubilees, any other books be my Bible. I know many as our books now my Bible ma. A church you could see say the descendants of Esau, no, any the descendants of Ishmael, no, only now acquire one because only now acquire one, and at a point in time they were all fighting against the descendants of Jacob. And here is Israel. So that aspect is also there. You cannot ignore that aspect too. Well, you cannot just ignore because adie bia esi o wiase bia no black officer o bia oje nyame di na oje same dia. You cannot just look at the physical aspect. You have to also look at the spiritual aspect and the biblical or the Quranic aspect of the issue. So if you are going to the biblical aspect now, and also need the say we know in Abraham there was Isaac and Ishmael. Even in Isaac there was also Esau and Jacob. So that too, that fracas is also there. I know so. I know you bet me I can't watch him. But I did not go into that issue too much than going into the physical aspect, because sometimes spiritual issues are very difficult to be understood.
That one is very true. Very, 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 very complex and difficult to be understood. Oh, check here. When you're careful, crying sentiments, also sign yeah, very complex area. All right. The way no back na afi yahwe, but on the whole, no fi say world leaders more response to the course, in your own assessment, you want to say?
Obi a we align with Iran bia obeka bia ma Iran. Obi a we align with Israel bia so beka bi. But one say we live in a global world. Nti asem si o baby a affect now because Iran one of the countries a ban oil production now, more oil production here high. Say na our closing oil we now e be affect the rest of the world. Nti I think say now we pray for peace, say peace ebeba. But I think say with regards to world leaders there, hypocrisy, because the Eastern Bloc will always defend Iran and the Western Bloc will always defend Israel.
But I say, Yamfa, we see her. Yabasai, the other and Komo. Yashe, how things are going. And see, thank you very much.
Now, bro, you're in the Ghana, Komo. Go oko and say you. Sure. And say me see you chroma pa. Any new go to see you chroma pa.
Hey, e be there. Just go boss be tell me there. There.
Oh. Me no ka say Chief Justice go a press conference. O kire kwan a aban ni person mu fa so chinchim ni sa. No mu yi ni free o. Uba MPP so eja dem say enya sem kitwa election e bri mo mani so a say e free bibi bottom to top approach say na nka kane no nka polling station ye polling station executive asana ya constituency asana ya original akọ national no say the say enya ne sa biem ye di kan ko presidential candidate no asana sa nkofoni na yi omo eno no ebinim aka say ye ebinim so say enye etiano so issue say na say so teachers bia yentua omuka omuso say picketing omko say den national security for e de omusa keka omuka kra no so yenka wansem nwie they say media no so omadwen say aban no asemboni bia fa aban no bia no they will sweep the issue under the carpet na opposition won some nko ano mo beka enti they say near course wo Ghana no.
Interesting. All right. You didn't ever shut up a time now. These other issues here and come on. And thank you very much. And Medawasi for still being strong. You're not
strong.
Yeah.
Na ho ye o de.
Nyame adom na ho ye.
Okay. Catch say on tap me. Mate meka cheno. But see on no the organ sisi ati no. Meka cheno na. Come here my friend.
What? Aye, Mate. All right, that was for now. Come again, you on and to quite across the Middle East, you know. Yem fan kon ha na yebesan ababi. But say, oh, share and see, and so I say, click on the follow button, no. Facebook follow, just click and follow. Our top or follow, yes. Click on the follow button. The follow yen. Na video be abantema which meaning at the same time also no call a YouTube. Go here YouTuber, click on the subscribe button. Na beka busuano eho. Na yenti nkoso na yenye kese as one family. Akra.
The traditional foods are yedin starch and carbohydrates mu bebre. But true grain food yes, starch and carbohydrates no kids way bi na wom. Very healthy. A boom who buy free yare bi to say diabetes, kidney failure, cholesterol, hypertension, cancer, any keka ho. True grain food or more breakfast options to say cocoa, Tom Brown, oatmeal, any keka ho bebre. True green food. Oh yes, our products now are 100% organic and natural. So we here be to me deliver my baby a
My chef and party planner. You know we can't get this retirement/birthday shingling go wrong.
Everything is almost ready, but small problem.
Why, what's up?
We are way over budget, Kweku.
Everything is almost twice the estimate.
Adibab, eh? No worries.
So with Tap Send, I have got a catering decorations covered from here.
You handle the food.
If any extra expenses comes up, just text me or call me.
I'm off today, so I should be easily reachable.
Hey, chairman, it is for there.
Say, no be easy. You chairman has time and money.
Would you so
Allah.
Kweku tap, Kweku do, Kweku that.
I chairman can call you.
Hey, Alande, chairman send them.
Tap send. Papa no.
Hello, love.
Gary, do you have Mommy's parcel for her big day?
The shipping company says it will take 1 month.
A month? Gary, use Rapid.
Rapid?
Rapid courier ships from the United States to Ghana and 9 other African countries within 3 to 5 days. Log on to rapidgroup.com, buy, ship to us, and we deliver right to your doorstep.
That fast?
Yes, that's Rapid for you. Can you sign this?
I thought you only ordered Mommy's parcel.
No, I ordered a few car parts too.
Are you too busy to shop? We will shop for you. Rapid also has a luggage delivery service, so you can make that extra luggage and we will deliver at the lowest rate.
Rapid Courier. Just shop. We deliver. Enjoy.
Spices day and one Remy spices or dinner Remy dependable.
Remy spices, Remy.
Young papa, what the Remy spices you work here? And we are fine. Remy spices, yes, so who you swap. And for spices for Biafra. Flavors no so dear, baby. Chicken, goat, jollof, stew. Spices be our washing. Remy will be home. And for Adriani dear and to chacha. Remy spices. And Adriani decade.
Alakados Properties is ready to relieve you from the stress of finding units and setting up viewings or sell your house. Connect with Alakados Properties. We are specialized in sales and rentals of properties, property management, and consulting.
Alakados Properties is a real estate agency we work with, and we are committed to giving their guests the best experience in accommodation. You can also rely on Alakados Properties to find your long or short-term accommodation whilst in Ghana.
African markets and I'm Papa. African market. Order for so blonze ha. Now open African market papa didra. Mo akoma to yem dia. Malata African market edem sronko. Smoked fish, meat, dry fish, so pekenki, rice, yam, fufu fra ni nnuane ahodo afiri Africa. Afei ye want to ma papa. Bo wire kente, adamma se kente, ahwene ahodo. Ene nneoma bebre na wobenya wo Malata African market. Hwehwe ye chi akwan ene e number e wo screen so. Malata African market mu King Kong. Malata African market edam papa. African market, African market.
At Diaspora Insurance, we understand the importance of dignified send-offs within Ghanaian culture and traditions. We also understand that you want to avoid the double trauma of your family grieving and not having the financial support to cover funeral expenses when you're not around. With our Diaspora Funeral Cash Plan, you can now cover yourself or your family in Ghana or abroad. With no medicals required, we'll accept you if you are under 75 years. Visit our website today or call us to complete a simple form in under 5 minutes. With Diaspora Insurance, your
Menu makwekwe sa sempa kania. Semenam na meti asempa na mamo amane a na ma no kekame. Anyamia wati ANS Trading Agency Limited nka. Sa wo ka se door to door for no de ani watwa. Esanse obi ne wa wo se wo ho sa door to door business nim. Wo nneoma wo UK a wo de ko Ghana. Ana se Germany a wo de ko Ghana. 3 to 5 weeks e be kwa kodu nipa ne puno anu se try. Na de mo demonstration ko wo se adwuma de ewe mu ne se wo ho bo no. E da fom se boko. ANS Trading Agency Limited. E wo air freight special service. Ana nneoma ne ye de be fa plane. Entintempa na akwa kodu. Obetima fa sa plan we ya so de nneoma free Ghana akwa UK ana Germany. FGG dem, which na also agina ye, na men drop bomb. ANS Trading Agency Limited pe, and a 40-footer, any 20-footer container. Yefe UK, Ediko Ghana, and Germany, Ediko Ghana. Oma manuoma yemre, importo, exporto, them there for you. Omo Ghana na money 0249-170-423. UK has over Freya 0790-802-7527. Germany so 09173-771-2733. Ubenya ANS Trading Agency Limited. Our West Croydon ANS Trading Agency Limited. Quantum Brantem. Wana beboya baso. Maybe next time in your fill up from the bebro.